All right, this is the moment that we've been waiting for. The finalists of all the startups from these last couple of days. So the way this is going to work, each startup is going to have 3 minutes to pitch. We'll have the jury 1 minute of questions. We have 10 startups from all the 10 different tracks. So we're going to start with travel and tourism. The winner of the travel and tourism section is Caravello, and they are the airline concierge. Ladies and gentlemen, Caravello.
Hi, hello. Big audience. All right, so good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to introduce you to Nina, everyone's airline concierge. But first, let me tell you 3 things that airlines are obsessed about. First, selling you a plane ticket. Then, selling you more stuff. And then, delivering an OK service so you keep on buying stuff, right? Now, the thing is that, distribution, it's not very efficient, it's expensive, $18 billion every year on commission. Retailing is very sexy, it's the future, airlines don't know how to do it. Still, $67 billion market. Finally, servicing. Well, mostly over a call center, so experience is like so-so and pretty expensive as well. Now, these are the 3 things that Nina is disrupting. Nina is a chatbot, right? So you simply add Nina to your favorite chat platform, WhatsApp, Messenger, and that converts that chat into a new channel for distribution, retailing, and merchandising. So let's see it in action. First, distribution. Nina sells you plane tickets just as you think of them. Flight, 2 people, London, next week. Boom. That's it. Done. Then retailing. This is a revolution. No more endless booking flows, spammy emails. Nina sells you what you need at the right moment. Right stuff for the right person. Super personalized. And then finally, servicing. Well, this is much better than calling a call center. It's immediate, it's automated, it's what you need, right? So it's been a nice journey until here over the last 18 months, and with a team of 5 people, we went from hackathon winners to launching the service in February this year, then getting some prizes. Today we got another one, so that's very good news. And today we believe we are leading the market. We have 4 chatbots for 4 airlines live, 3 more under development, a lot of pipeline. Our chatbots speak 3 languages, 3 more under development, and we are getting OK revenues. So we are very, very happy about that. Now, what's the secret? We believe clear focus compared to big guys that know a lot about artificial intelligence and chatbots, but know nothing about airlines, or those that know a lot about airlines and nothing about AI or chatbots. There are some other players trying to just make it super, super quick, but they can't catch up with our focus, which is fully for airlines, fully chatbot. Also, this is a team of people working at Caravello, and we are a 7-year-old startup, super focused with technology, with commercial reach. So that's why we believe we are going to make the difference. And if I am right, you all will be booking plane tickets through our chatbots in the near future. Thank you so much.
Woo. All right, we got 1 minute for questions from the jury.
Be gentle.
How does, yeah, great pitch, by the way. How does Nina ensure it picks the cheapest flights?
So sorry, say again?
How does Nina ensure it's selecting the cheapest flights for the customer?
Oh, you just say cheapest flights, and then all the available flights come in order, cheapest to more expensive. You can go like fastest, and they go faster to more lengthy.
How accurate, what's the technology? Is it NLP? I mean,
Yes.
how accurate it is, and how much, what percentage of the time does a human actually have to fix the problem?
So we are using artificial intelligence, NLP, that we don't develop ourselves. We use those from Google and the like. We believe they can do a better job than we do, so we use those. And then 80% of the time, you get exactly the nice, super great answer you expect. 15% still automated nice answer, but just coming from a semantic search from the content. And 5% of the times, there's a need for human intervention. And the bot tells you, this looks a bit off topic. Do you need an agent? Yes, please. And they take over.
So I think it's a really interesting product. My question is, can you prove me with one number that your solution have a better conversion than any other solution?
Conversion? Well, it's very simple. You can book in 20 seconds. Go try to do that in an airline website.
How do you improve compared to an airline website? It's not about timing. It's about ending with.
We do things that airline websites don't do. I mean, for instance, you look for a flight. This is the flight. You don't feel like booking, and we tell you want to buy it or you want to track the price. Track the price. And 1 week later, it's like, oh, price went down. You want to buy it now? That's what we do, for instance. These kind of things. Then you can play with geolocalization. There are a lot of services that websites just can't do. Your phone, your assistant, it does.
Okay, let's give him a big hand.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, well, the next startup is from the content and channels track. Datumeyes is a startup that looks at making revenue from data that you're not paying attention to. They call this dark data. Join me in welcoming Datumeyes.
So probably you know that we live in a complex digital world full of data. Data that we know very well, coming from smart meters, e-commerce, online banking, and so on. Most of those data are already stored. But there is yet another type of data that we call dark. Those data exist in customers, but they cannot be used in decision making. And they can represent up to 65% of the overall company data. Those data are hidden in network, people, and machines. We at Datumeyes have created a software technology that is able to capture dark data from very special places. Here you see 4 different industries and the kind of data that can be used for very relevant insights. For the time being, we will focus into travel. So travel customers, as you see here, one of our best customers, Globalia, they know very well what they have booked, like a flight or a hotel, because that is already stored. But they don't know so well what's happening before someone buys a ticket. This is called the real demand, and it remains dark. It can represent a revenue increase between 3 and 5%. We are working on specific industries right now, although our technology is cross-industry, mainly in travel, logistics, and healthcare, with 3 specific use cases about finding lost sales opportunities, people motion, and machine data. Some key facts about this year. We have a team of 14 people, most of them devoted in engineering, computer science, and telecommunications. We will multiply by 5 our revenue this year compared to previous one, and we have customers in Spain, France, Italy, and the United States. Thank you so much.
How do you intend to compete with big companies, and how do you intend to focus your business model? To give service to the companies who are demanding your service? Or
is that 2 questions? Or?
Yeah, 2 questions.
So the first one is that?
You know, the big companies are positioning themselves in big data. So how do you intend to compete with these big companies?
So we are working on a different space. So dark data is not related necessarily to being big. It's related to being valuable. It's dark for you because you don't know that it's there. So not all the dark data is relevant for companies, but there is a very good deal of those data that are valuable for companies. So that happens exactly the same with the big data. We can find valuable data within huge amounts of storage. And your second question was?
My second question was if you intend to give your service to specific companies, to be a software provider to a specific company who wants to know about their data. Or
about a specific industries, you mean? So right now we are focused on those 3 industries you saw, like travel, logistics, and healthcare, because of our size. The technology is cross-industry. Indeed, we will soon announce a pilot with a huge bank or a retail company. but systematically our sales and marketing teams are devoted to these three industries. We are also complementary to many other vendors in the market. So for example, you could consider IBM with their Watson platform, or Tableau with their visualization technology, and we are complementary because we are a dark data pump. We can provide them with fresh and new data that they don't have right now to make new decisions, new visualizations.
Okay, time's up. Thank you. Thank you. All right, moving along here. The next area is new money. And the startup that we're going to present here is Darwinex. They pair skilled traders with investors. Join me in welcoming Darwinex.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. You're sitting there and you're seeing Darwinex is a trader exchange. And you're thinking, why does the world need a trader exchange? Well, maybe you don't know that there's 3 to 5 million people trading full-time the markets away from financial institutions. These are people who have left Wall Street and gone solo because the talent doesn't need the organizations. There's professional violin players, professional poker players, all of whom have learned to trade the markets from home. And they're still being confused for the size of their wallet. People call them retail traders, where what matters is the size of their brains, the capacity at growing money in the markets. And they have a problem. That is, if you're trading peanuts, you make peanuts. Without capital, you can't make a living from this. And if they really are an asset worth investing in, you, as a potential investor, have an issue because there's no place you can buy them. And that's why we've created a trader exchange. We are a financial market listing the talent to grow capital. We've built technology to manage the risk from investors, like hedge funds, algorithms to rule luck as a source of returns, and align incentives to create a marketplace where people crowd-fund strategies and crowdsource them at the time for mutual interest. Now, we're not the first social trading platform, and neither are we the first online hedge fund, but we are the first ones to tick all the boxes from the end-to-end value chain. Like hedge funds, we manage investor risk independently from the traders. Like hedge funds, we never publish the trader intellectual property. And like hedge funds, we only compensate traders for success. Now, unlike hedge funds, we are open, meaning all of you could potentially invest in those professional violin players. Now, because we have an aligned business model, we create network externalities, and it shows. Because of that, we've tripled our size in the last year without any marketing expense. We've hit 5 million of revenue, and we're almost at break even with 40 employees. We have customers in 100 countries, and it's growing, as you can tell. So you're probably thinking that what is the size of this target market? Is it just 3 to 5 million? Well, institutional investors allocate 5 to 10% of portfolios to uncorrelated strategies with liquidity, and none of you has access to all those. So we think the moment the incentives are there for traders to manage the capital, this market size will explode going forward. As I said, this is a team of 40 telecommunication engineers building algorithms day in, day out. Potentially you would call them freaks, but we're very proud of the team, and we look forward to everything that's coming for us. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Could you tell us a little about the competitive landscape, your competitors, and also about the goals you have achieved until now and what makes you different?
Okay. So we basically straddle 3 huge industries. One is the retail brokerage industry. The other one is the hedge fund industry. And the last one is the prime brokerage industry, which basically combines both. So on the retail brokerage side of things, what happens is lots of people see retail traders, people who lose, and they make money by churning customers and profiting from that. So there's the likes of copy trading outfits, which are probably quite much more known than us. We are the first ones to protect the trade intellectual property, because the last thing a hedge fund will do is actually tell you the live trades. Now there's also online hedge funds like Quantopian who don't really straddle the full value chain. And certainly they're not open, so they don't have the externalities that we've got. As an exchange, we benefit from the crowd competing to back the crowd, and essentially we are as good as the best of our customers, not as the best of our employees.
I got a question. Hi. Actually, two questions. One is, how do you verify the track record of the trader?
Yeah.
And the second one, a lot of strategies are predicated on not having too much money.
Yeah.
Can the guy actually say, okay, I don't want to take, I'll take this much money and then stop it?
Okay.
Because otherwise you can start moving the market, et cetera.
So a very good point. So the first one on the validating the track record, we actually import the track record from the previous broker, directly from the broker, so they can't really meddle with it. We are a broker ourselves, so the moment they come to us, we are the third party certifying the track record. And then on the point of how much money you can take, the reason this works is because most of the strategies are not scalable. So what happens is these violin players, they're not really cleverer than Goldman Sachs. It's just that these guys can afford, because they're trading from home, to go for 1 million opportunities, whereas the guy at Goldman Sachs, he could go for the 1 million opportunity, but he would expend more calories picking it than he actually gets out of it. So the fact is the world is full of investors. 99% of them are not worth another investor, but we monetize through the brokerage because of that.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, well, in the next track, this is B2B, and the winner of the B2B track is Sapiens. These people are disrupting employee mobile training. Join me in welcoming Sapiens.
Hi.
Well, you've got fans, that's for sure.
Hi. I'm Danny. I'm the CEO of Sapiens. We are a knowledge management platform. And knowledge is about questions and answers. So let's start with a question. When you have a problem in your daily, what do you do? Google. But the problem is that if you have a question about your company, maybe a new product, a new process, what do you do? You have a problem. And this is our business. Our solution has two phases. An app where the employees could receive micro-training every day based in questions and answers, really simple. And with this data, we are collecting and giving to the artificial intelligence system in order that people training people, in fact, they are feeding the corporate brain. Because our vision is so simple. If you create a question in your daily, if the data is inside of the system, you have the answer. And if there isn't, we find where is the answer. Because the most important thing that we discovered during these 2 years is that the best storage tool for information is brains. And we have a lot of brains inside of our corporations, so we have to predict where is the answers to our questions. On the other hand, we have a dashboard where the company could manage everything, predict the knowledge gaps, check the problems in the future, and even measure the speed learning of the organization. This is amazing trip started 2 years ago in Asturias. Last year we were 6 people. I think that some were there. Today we are 20, traveling, you know, now working in Germany, in UK, now for USA. During these last months was great for us. A lot of prizes, best startup in talent, best European startup. Now we could be in California for the CEO Summit. But like you can imagine, a company is not about prices. It's great to be here, because I'm sure there are a lot of customers there. But the startup is about real clients that pay the bills every month. So we are really proud to have some products to share with you. Volkswagen, for example, use us for manage their onboarding. Unilever for their sales teams. And Nike for their shops. So till today, we are working with more than 20 companies all over the world, and we want to be great. We want to go to the future, because we think that in the future, intelligence is about collaborative intelligence. Thank you very much.
Hey, first of all, great job presenting the company. Secondly, this is a hugely competitive space with lots of players ranging from LMSs all the way down to mobile app developers and a whole spectrum of competition. What is the one thing that you do 100 times better than everyone else?
Because our approach is completely different. They are thinking about content. They are thinking about the information that is stored on digital. We are completely focused on people, on brains, and take all the knowledge from the people and give this knowledge to the artificial intelligence. It's completely different.
So the crowdsourcing approach is the one.
Yeah, it's like distribution intelligence, because you never know where is the information. And for sure, the 80% of the times, it's in people's brains. It's not on the hard disks.
Great, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Someone?
All right,
Bye.
thank you. The clicker. Well, he'll come back. Somebody will come back. I hope. All right, so in fifth place here, or the fifth startup that we're going to present, is for the B2C sector. And this is a really exciting company that's already making a lot of news here in Spain. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming El Reclamador.
Had a reason to claim against an airline, a bank, a telco? Please raise your hand. Okay, second question is, who joined forces with somebody else to claim? One there. And who believes we'll have more chances of winning if they join thousands of people in the same situation as they are? So do I, okay? And so do we believe in Reclamador. We call it CrowdClaiming, and what we are is an online legal services company that helps consumers defend their rights against big corporations and institutions. And we do it based on two principles. Principle one is we're online, we're an IT company, and principle two is we work on a success fee basis. We're operating in Spain, and we're beginning to look abroad, mainly in South America. Behind us, we have some of the main investors in the Spanish startup ecosystem. We just had one funding round back in 2003, which was led by Caviedes and Partners. Our board of directors, quite a senior team. Carlos in marketing, coming from Google and EY. Our head of legal was the former head of litigation of the County of Madrid. Cristobal, head of communications in 20 previously. Juan, 2 startups before being CTO in Reclamador. I was previously CEO of View in retail. Rafa, COO. He was general manager of HomeAway, among others. And Nacho, he's coming from KPMG and Pricewaterhouse. 70% of the claims airlines receive are coming from us. 13% of the mercantile court proceedings in this country are coming from us. We have 150,000 clients. We have already recouped 20 million for our users, and we have 33 more million in court as of today. And we have a 9% brand recognition without doing any offline advertising. If we take this into numbers, we have a CAGR over the past years of almost 62%. This year, we will be recouping almost 11 million for our customers, and we will have a yearly revenue of 4.5 million. Plus, we have 9 more million in legal fees as of today in the Spanish court. We handle claims against airlines, against banks, against insurance companies, against city halls, and we will do many, many more kind of claims as well. We're here today. We won Seed Rocket in 2012. We're members of Endeavor, and we're all over the press weekly, and I would almost say daily. And what we're learning is that having access to a lawyer is no longer a luxury. People are being aware that they are entitled to claim, and that they can claim, and that it is effective to claim. And, sorry. Now we're facing a new opportunity around the property, which can be summed up in 2 sentences. 1, if you have a mortgage, your bank owes you money. And 2, if you sold your house in the past 4 years, your city hall owes you property tax. It's that simple. And the size of the opportunity is 23 billion euros in revenue. We're looking for funding, both equity funding and working capital funding. And that's all right now. I'm here for any questions you have. Thank you very much.
From an end user perspective, this is a transactional business. How much are you paying to attract a new customer and to file a complaint these days?
It actually depends. It depends on the product. If it's an airline claim, we're in the region of 10 euros per claim. We also have a sales team that inform people at the airport, and we pay 10 euros for that as well. If it's a banking claim, it may be in the region of 200 euros, cost per acquisition. But the revenue expected is 2,000 euros. Each product is absolutely different than the other one.
What's the average size of the claims that you're working with?
Airline claims, it's 400 euros. Bank claims, it's like 10,000 euros, more or less. Property tax, it's in the region of 4,000 euros. Labor claims, 3,000 euros.
And success rate?
Over 90%.
Really?
Yeah. We only take cases that we see highly viable. That's why the product works, and that's why we invest our efforts and our resources and work on a no-win, no-fee basis.
All right, time's up. All right, quick question.
I'm just curious about competitors. Is there any other competitor in Spain or any other market?
Not really. I mean, there's vertical competitors, mainly in airlines, and there's legal firms, like, for example, Arriaga, doing offline advertising and having a website, but trying to do what we're doing, which is creating a digital service, a digital legal service. In different sectors, there's no competitors. I would say there's no competitors here, and there's no competitors elsewhere. We're the first ones in doing it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there goes the clicker again. Okay. So this next one is about art and culture. Imagine if you could know exactly when and where your song is playing. Join me in welcoming Warm.
Hi everyone. So, all right. So not long ago, I met this guy called Henri PFR. Henri is a Belgian EDM artist and DJ. And he had very little insights in terms of where and when his songs was being played on radios. So like Henri, there are about 2 million artists in this upcoming segment, along with their managers, record labels, booking agents, promoters, and so on. You get the picture. They are in desperate need of this kind of information, so they can see where their emerging markets are. But obviously, there are already solutions out there. The problem with the existing solutions are they are only covering the B2B market. This means it's not available for the individuals, and on top of that, they are only covering a fraction of the amount of stations out there. Also, it is extremely expensive, trust me. So let me introduce you to Warm. Warm is a platform where everyone can upload their song or someone else's song and know in real time whenever it's being played on a radio station on a true global scale. Back to Henri. His song, Until the End, had almost 3,000 airplays on radio stations around the world, and this is only on 30 days. That is pretty good for an EDM artist from Belgium. Warm covers digital, online, terrestrial radios across the world in 124 countries. We have an existing database of 27 million songs, and you can upload your song directly into the system. We use a proprietary technology developed at the Fraunhofer Institute in Ilmenau. Basically, this means that we can deliver the information to the customers in real time. And when I say real time, it's within 15 seconds. So why should you use Warm? You can use Warm to enable your fan targeting on social medias, tour booking, and so on. You can optimize and control your radio promotion, and you can control and compare your statements for missing collections with your societies, collection societies, that is. Our business model are very simple. We have two solutions on our MVP. There's a monthly or a yearly subscription. On top of that, everyone can go and try the first month for free. We launched our platform in April, and we created revenue from the first month, and we have actually seen an increase in our revenue of 45% on average the first 6 months. We expect to hit an exponential growth within the next 2 or 3 months. Our next goal is to reach 10,000 active users within the next 12 months. So remember, knowledge is power, and power should be for the people. Thank you very much.
I'm an early investor in Shazam.
All right.
So I know this space quite well. How are you going to, I mean, obviously all the PRS agencies out there already do this, so how are you going to get to your customers? How are they going to find out about you? Because you're obviously going for the smaller artists, because the bigger artists have this done for them already.
Yeah. So actually, right now we are testing a lot of different traction strategies, and we haven't exactly found the right one. But we have teamed up with some really interesting people. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to disclaim it already, but it is some really big organizations that want to help push this to their individuals, to their members. And on top of that, we are building a referral program, which makes a lot of sense. And we are using influencers and want to increase that in high volume.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Last question.
You showed how your MRRs are increasing, but what's that break down to on a user basis? How many users do you have currently since you've launched, and how much roughly are they paying?
So right now we have approximately 400 paying customers. So that is looking pretty good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, moving right along here. This next one is in the smart mobility track. Avansig has drones for indoor locations. Join me in welcoming Avansig.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, everyone. The automation of tasks using drones is applied in many sectors: agriculture, maintenance of related networks. It reduces human vulnerability and increases efficiency. It clearly improves our lives, doesn't it? Then why do we leave it just to outdoor areas? What about automatic tasks indoors? And I mean full automation, no pilot. Think of autonomous drones monitoring inside airports, or better, automatic stock control in massive warehouses. Can you imagine that? It opens so many possibilities. Unfortunately, conventional drones require pilot, GPS signal, and the accuracy is not sufficient in the locations. But good news, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it possible. I introduce you our product, Smart Drones. No pilot, no GPS, and a centimeter accuracy. My name is Maria Merlam. I'm the head of the R&D department of Avansig. We provide software and hardware of fully autonomous drones that automate tasks indoors. And how do we achieve this? Well, we have developed an accurate positioning and navigation system, patent and scalable, based on laser and artificial 3D vision. How does it work? Our product takes off automatically, patrols with high precision while it avoids obstacles and collects data and video in real time. And afterwards, it lands on its charging platform to recharge the batteries and reinitiate the service. The applications are endless. In particular, we have formal agreements with first-level clients for physical surveillance in shopping centers, inspections of vessels, and stock control solutions. Our key targets are multinational service suppliers with large client networks. Smart Drones offers the best value for money, a top-leading technology, excellent customer service, and distinction. We aim at large markets, for instance, security. Just in Europe, the market niche represents more than 100 billion euros and is intended to increase in the following years due to the terrorist threat. So what is the next step then? Investment. Avansig needs to get ready for wide-scale distribution. In 5 years, we expect 20 million turnover and 700 drones operating. One of these days, you'll see smart drones in Heathrow Airport, IKEA warehouses, and why not, right here at La Nave. This is the future. Autonomous indoor drones working for you. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
I saw you have many clients. Can you give us an example of how your clients are using their drones? How many of them? What is the business model? I mean, how do they pay?
We have 3 target sectors for now. The first one is physical surveillance with Prosegur, and they are using it mainly for physical surveillance in shopping centers. We have 3 units with them. 2 are deployed in 2 logistics centers in A Coruña, and the other one in the parking basement of a shopping center in Zaragoza, Puerto Venecia de Zaragoza. The second line, is Navantia. In this case, we are developing a prototype together for the inspections of vessels. It's a little bit different. And the third one, we are also doing the same thing with Kion. We are mounting on board a RFID sensor for logistics.
I assume military is already using autonomous drones. How much of this technology comes from there? And would police be some of your early clients or not? Or tell us about the defense side, security side.
Not at all. And can you repeat the question, because I may misunderstood?
Well, are you borrowing any technology from the military for this? Because I would assume that this would be a good application for this. And as you mentioned, terrorist and type of security. What are you doing in that space?
For military applications, we are not doing...
Okay, tell us about the terrorist application.
About the terrorist application. Well, this is directed to the service supplier, which would be the physical surveillance supplier in this case. We are developers of technology. We sell technology and then...
Okay, we're out of time. Thank
you. Thank you.
All right, energy and sustainability. This next startup designs, develops, and manufactures intelligent charging systems. Join me in welcoming Wallbox.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for your time and the organization, and the jury also for the opportunity. At Wallbox, we design, develop, and manufacture intelligent energy management systems to accelerate the advent of efficient ways of transportation. That means that we make chargers for electric cars, but we also make the online platform that controls them. We make the app with the user interacts, and we provide the big data to our partners. At the end, we make charging easy. We started in July 2015 in Barcelona. We have our headquarters and our production plant there. And we spent from July 2015 until October last year, October 2016, 1 year and a half, in developing the product. In October 2016, we presented our product to the public in the ICAR-Tech in Munich, and was a total success. And since then, we have started to sell this year. This is our first year in the market. Right now, we have a production capacity of 1,000 units per month. We are 40 employees coming from Tesla. I was responsible for charging at Tesla, and people from Apple, Nissan. And we achieve agreements and sales with the biggest utility companies in many countries, like Spain, Switzerland, Iceland, Finland, Belgium, many countries in Europe. And this year we will end with 2.5 million in sales, being this the first year we are in the market. We can achieve this making the best product and the most advanced product that is available in the market right now. I would like to show a video about the product, then it's easier to understand. We make, first of all, a small product with design that can charge 10 times faster than any charger. So in comparison, our competitors are like this, are very big, an electrical house. And we adapt to your installation. It doesn't matter if you open the air conditioner or you start the oven, the charger will adjust. We can charge when the energy is cheaper, so you save money. And this can be done automatically or manually. And you can control your consumption. Individuals, companies, fleets, they can know the employees, how much they spend, the share garage, the multi-dwelling unit, how much they are spending. Next week, we are releasing a new product, the Copper. The Copper will come with face recognition and gesture recognition also, which will allow to make easy identify our customers. At the end, for companies, will be very good to know directly who is whom and how much we have to charge. And the plan for the next year is to the growth in the European market, finalize our positioning, and 2019 we will go to China. Thank you very much.
So current charging systems, obviously charging speed's one issue. What other issues are you solving? And why can't Tesla just upgrade their system to charge 10 times faster? Like, what have you done on the back end to allow that to happen?
So what we have done at the end, we have solved the weakest link. At the end, the speed of charging depends on your installation, the car, and the charger. And the one is the smallest, that's the charging speed. What we have done is we have done the most possible powerful power you can have in a car is available in our small charger. To show is like this. And we adapt at the end. So for the car manufacturer, for the utility company, it's very easy to sell that to the customers. You just have to say, it doesn't matter, put this in your home, and we'll always charge at the maximum power, because we smartly adapt to the installation. That's how we do it. Yeah.
You're competing sorry. You're competing in a very complex market. There are many brands building chargers. What makes you unique? Because you are really succeeding in this market.
So what makes us unique, apart from the product, is that we don't want to be the biggest, because they are the biggest. And you know the companies, they are big electricity companies, big automotive providers. We want to be the best. And we work to be the best. We make the best product at the premium part, but with an affordable price, a little bit more expensive than our competitors, but we're doing the best product, the most technological and the most advanced product with design. So we try to be the best. That's what we do.
Sorry, time. Thank you. All right, moving right along. The next startup is in the healthcare and biotech. This company makes intelligent access to healthcare. Joining me in welcoming Medictor.
Thank you so much. Hey, thanks everyone for coming. Let me start by asking you a question. Do you remember what did you do the last time that you felt symptoms at home? Well, let me guess. Probably you did one of these following things. Maybe you called your mother, or Googled your symptoms, or went to a hospital, or visited a doctor when it was not strictly necessary. Whatever you did, we know that 70% of the times, your decision was wrong, either because it was not safe from a clinical perspective, or because it was not convenient for you, or because it was unnecessarily expensive for whoever is paying for that. And to solve that problem, we developed Medictor, which is the most advanced and accurate artificial intelligence-based solution for pre-diagnose, triage, and decision-making support. Now, Medictor is a very sophisticated tool. It understands natural language. It's intuitive, it learns as it goes, but it's extremely easy to use and is available for any device that you may think. Mobile phones, websites, chatbot, or personal assistants. Now, very easy to use. We bring you for symptom to actions in less than 5 minutes. You just have to tell us what is happening in your own plain words. We will guide you through a questionnaire that follows the same logic that a doctor would follow, and we'll give you our advice on what to do next. And we'll give you also the chance to connect over a chat with a real doctor for final advice and support. Now, of course, there are other competitors, but there are two things that make us different. And the most important is this one. We are not only the most accurate symptom checker in the world, but the first and only one so far with clinical trials proving our level of accuracy. The second thing that makes us different is that we are the only symptom checker that is available in English, Spanish, and by the end of the year in Brazilian Portuguese and also in Italian. We offer Medictor as a white label technology embedded in our clients' technologies. And we offer that to health insurance companies who want to keep the demand and manage that properly, to hospitals for the emergency departments, to providers so that they can attract more business, and to telemedicine platforms. And for all of them, the long-term benefit is that for the first time ever, they can access structured data of the episodes of the patients at the very earliest stage of the process, before they make a decision, not when they have already made maybe the wrong decision. We feel the market traction. This is our paying clients and our presence worldwide. And I would like to show an example of how Medictor looks in one of our client applications. DKB, we are offering this service already in the affiliate in Spain and deploying that in the other countries where Munich Re is operating, with an example of the benefits that that can generate. We have a very solid revenue generation projection. We'll get the turnover point early next year, and we make it possible with our team that combines very nicely clinical knowledge, technical excellence, business acumen, and also a successful entrepreneur track record. We've been raised with 1 million from friends and from our colleagues in Nantai, and are currently raising 2.5 million for our expansion in the US market. So I hope you can also make your best decision and join Medictor. Thank you very much.
What's your business model?
Well, again, we offer our technology to these clients, white label technology. We charge a license fee plus a per use fee. But if our clients want to generate the business around our product, selling new insurance models, insurance services, then we can go for revenue share.
But as a consumer, I pay when I use it?
No, we sell it to the companies that offer that to their clients. So we sell it to health insurance companies, hospitals. They pay for that and offer that to their clients.
So I'm curious, how do you train the artificial intelligence? Where is this data coming from? And the other one, users, number of users.
Okay. We try to replicate the logic of a doctor. We do not try to substitute a doctor, but try to replicate the logic of a doctor. And the doctor uses two things. Clinical knowledge, we take it from the books and translate it into algorithms. Second is intuition. To build that intuition, we launched a B2C solution to the market 3 years ago, and it's been used by more than 1.5 million people in 200 countries. And that's what builds the intuition that makes Medictor differentiate. If you are a 45-year-old man in Angola, and you might be having malaria or Ebola, or you are a similar man in the United States, and with the same symptoms, your condition might be another completely different, right? So that's how we build intuition. That's the usage we have.
Number of users?
1.5 million users from 200 countries in the B2B, in the B2C space, and in the B2B, you've seen the clients here.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, people. Well, this is it, the last startup, and tomorrow we announce the winners. This next one is from the lifestyle and fashion track. It's a company that applies artificial intelligence to retail. Join me in welcoming Nexttale.
Hello everyone, I'm Joaquin Villalba, co-founder and CEO of Nexttale. The retail industry loses 1 trillion every year due to a mismatch between supply and demand. Think about unsold products at the end of a season, or when you as a consumer go to a store and don't find the size of the product you're looking for. 1 trillion is the size of the economy of Spain, or half the size of the economy of California, for instance. And as you can imagine, retail is undergoing strong changes. Physical retail is struggling, and at the same time, the leading online players are opening physical stores. So retail is changing, and it's all about the right retail experience and about speed. Nexttale provides retailers, both online and offline, with a platform to take fast, automatic decisions supported by prescriptive analytics. We founded the company 3 years ago, and thanks to the backing of our business angels and a VC, Nauta Capital, we've taken the company last year beyond 1 million ARR. We are more than 40 people in the team working internationally from offices in Madrid, Milan, and Moscow. We help retailers better align supply and demand. And at the end, we help consumers improve the way they find and buy products. We automate decisions like how many units should a retailer buy of a given product for that season, or how to distribute product so that it's closer to where demand will happen. And as a result, retailers can sustain sales with 30%, even 40% less stock, and they have less stockouts, less missing sizes in the stores, so that increase the probability that you will walk into a store or an online store and find the size of the product you're looking for. So thank you, everyone. If there is any retailer in the room, we are very happy to talk.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you explain us how are you commercializing your solution? Which is your sales approach?
Yes, we talk directly to the CEO or the head of retail of retail companies, and we explain what the impact of Nexttale can be in their operations. And then we have a business model that is based on a subscription base per store and month. In the platform, there are different applications, and then depending on the main need of the retailer, we might start with one of those applications, and then he can add some more. And what he gets is that automatic decision, which is like very fast. It's automatic, as since it's based on these prescriptive analytics, basically the impact and the outcome is better than with their existing solutions.
What's the average contract size per customer, and what's your customer acquisition cost?
Yeah, well, we're starting since we are what our investors say we are elephant hunters, so it's difficult to get metrics this early. We have around 10 clients, and an average contract is around 150,000 per year. But that depends a lot on the applications they get on the platform.
Are you just for retailers or for e-commerce players as well?
Yeah, also online and offline.
So let's say I have an e-commerce shop. What are you going to do for me? Tell me in 2 seconds.
Yeah, so in 2 seconds, is like we had in the presentation, is you know how many units to buy of a given product, so that you maximize the amount of product that you sell at full price.
How do you do
on your website.
By just doing analytics on what I've sold before, or what
well, it's exactly that's the main difference. It's not what you have sold before. It's also taking into account what you haven't sold, because we measure demand, so we measure the lost sales. And that's very important so that we can recommend what to buy for the next season or the next capsule that will go into your online store.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.